Alright folks, welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I thought I'd make a video of this simply because I don't actually have a video of it yet, which, fair enough. I've got a new headset. I made a couple of previous videos and the sound didn't come through at all on my previous headset. Some may regard this as a pro having no commentary, but it kind of defeats the point of me actually making these videos, so you're stuck with me, I'm afraid. This is my latest creation, the barely guided Fireball, successor to the Suicidal Insanity. I tend to like my crews not they're in for. Starts off with this ring of solid fuel boosters around the bottom. Their idea is to get us off the launch pad. These trio of solid fuel boosters in the middle, the big ones, have stabilizers on top, and they're going to get us, well, hopefully further away from the launch pad. In the center we have a liquid fuel engine, which will get us hopefully into space. This section jettisons off and shields the other engine. So this entire section here is hopefully the bit will get into space. And at the very top we have this little command module here with some deeply optimistic landing legs and a parachute, because I'm feeling nice to my crew for a change. It doesn't really appear overly structurally unsound for now, so we'll bolt on a couple of extra engines. The new version of KSP have this button up here that allows for symmetry. As you can see, I've gone for trilateral symmetry through most of it, because, well, asymmetrical rockets can't possibly go wrong. Well, I suppose it's technically symmetrical, but I suppose it's symmetrical, but anyway, yes, I think unbalanced thrust can't possibly go badly. So we'll bolt on a couple of extra solid boosters. As you can see, trilateral symmetry will only ever add 3 things rather than 9, so you can have asymmetrical rockets. We'll probably pass on that for now on this. I want something that does a cartwheel off the launch pad as soon as I turn the engines on. Which will, I don't know, we'll put that in the next video perhaps. Just fiddling with the staging now. Staging affects what launches when and how. For example, I've currently bolted all of those solid boosters into a single stage, which should hopefully get them all to fire at the same time. If they don't, something's gone a bit odd, and the rocket will cartwheel off the launch pad and probably explode quite spectacularly. Yes, I know that's what you're here for, but I'd ideally like it to get into the sky. That seems deeply safe, so let's release the launch pad and see if it falls over. Oh, good. I've had a couple that have fallen over or exploded on the launch pad just standing there, so this is already a plus. Here's our crew: Bill, Jeb and Bob. Well, we'll see if they survive and see if we can terrify Jeb on the flight up, which is itself not a good thing. And, well, first of all, Speedo, very useful. G-forces, less useful. I think we're pretty sure the Kerbals are immune to G-forces. Lucky buggers. Throttle doesn't affect solid engines. It does affect liquid engines, but we're not turning any of them on for a while, so we'll come back to that later. This is your shows how fast you're ascending or descending. For takeoff, you ideally want to be ascending, so keep that in mind. Atmospherometer. If you're in orbit and orbit or in the atmosphere, something has gone a bit wrong and you're probably going to hit the planet quite hard. And the altimeter, how high you are, can go up to millions of kilometers, so we'll be lucky. We'll be very lucky if we get that high, or at least to kilometers. Right, all the engines seem to have worked. We've got a bit of a tilt. Nothing major. Okay, that's pretty major. Okay, as we can see, the little support struts here aren't really holding the big rockets off of the hull. So we're going a bit out of control and will probably explode shortly. Never mind. Jetson that spectacularly. No, we've lost this one. We've gone ballistic. Quite literally. There's the moon, our ultimate goal. There's the sea, our inevitable landing position. Right, jettison those. Wow. Wow. Well, that's physics in action, kids. Jettison some rocket boosters into the landing pads, and yeah. Oh dear, we seem to have lost the parachute in the explosion. Bad luck, guys. Hard cheese. Physics experiment, folks. High-speed rocket hits the water. Yeah, that's... yeah. I'm gonna call that one a failure. Even if we did get 5.5 kilometers from the landing pad, I think the bit where the parachute exploded was probably a bad, I think. I wonder what blew it up. That's just a list of large explosions. We lost the fuel tank exploded to overheating. I think it's where everything rammed together. The control the parachute just snapped off and flew into the distance. Yeah, we'll call that one a failure for now. We'll come back to Kerbal Space Ground and attempt to get actually into space at some point. For now, have fun.